Hey guys, if you are looking for a full body flow that you can do anywhere to help with your strength, your flexibility, to help you feel great and energized in just 10 minutes, you're in the right place. This is a yoga flow designed with men in mind, so you don't have to be flexible or have any yoga experience. There's no yoga equipment required. Just do your best and follow along. We're going to get started with a squat hold. So for the squat hold, you're going to bring your toes or your feet about 6 inches apart. Square yourself forward, bend your knees slightly, hinge at your hips, bringing your butt down and back, and bring your arms out in front of you. And here we just want to warm up your ankles, warm up your knees, your hips, and start to get your core working. Make sure that your butt is sticking out behind you and that your back is flat and your core is engaged. That might take a little bit of practice if you don't have it right away, but keep trying, keep doing this stuff consistently, and it's going to help. See if you can go a little bit lower here. The knees can come forward. Just make sure the heels stay down and the weight is in the hips. And then go ahead and stand up. Reach your arms overhead into a standing back bend. You can open your arms up into a big Y. Squeeze the arms back. Lift your chest up as high as you can. Chin tucks in toward the throat. Pull your neck back. So we're strengthening your entire spine here, keeping your hips and your core working. Pressing down through your feet, keeping everything active here. This is a really good pose for building energy. So good for your spine too. Squeeze the arms back. Make your upper back work a little bit more. One more breath. And then release. I forgot what's next. From here, moving into a warrior one, you're going to have your right leg forward, your left leg back, pointed out at 45 degrees. Square your hips forward, keep your back leg straight, and then push your back hip toward your front knee, feeling the stretch through your groin. Crawl that front foot forward if you don't feel the stretch. You want to lead with your hips here. Make sure your ribs lift up and away from your hips. And think about a nice long line from your left knee all the way up through the right shoulder. Bring your arms overhead. Make sure that your shoulders feel comfortable here. You can also bend your elbows. It's a really good modification for guys if you're tight in the shoulders. Try to squeeze your arms back, open up your chest a little bit more. One more breath here. And then from here, we're going to move into a pyramid. So I want you to straighten the right leg, keep your slight bend to that knee, and then hinge forward until you feel a stretch through the back of the thigh. Keep your back flat. Make sure you're not rounding here. So you want your hips strong, your back flat, feeling the stretch through the back of your right thigh. And as you hold it, maybe you can go a little bit deeper, using your core strength to help fold. Not passively folding, but really actively with strength going deeper into this. One more breath. All right, and last part of this flow, little. All right, and then from here, moving into a balance, you're going to push down through your right foot, lift your left leg up, bring your knee to hip level, lift it up as high as you can, bring your arms up. And a couple breaths here as well. This is the last little part of this flow, and then we'll switch sides. By the way, guys, this video is sponsored by Rhone. I'm a brand ambassador for them. I love the company. You can use the code MANFLOWYOGA for 15% savings at Rhone.com. I'm wearing the gear right now. Check the link in the description for more info. All right, then release that foot down. We're going to switch sides. Back leg, so right leg is back now, pointed out 45 degrees. Square your hips toward the front. Press your back hip toward your front knee. Knee is over the ankle in the front foot. Hips stay above the shoulders. Pull the ribs up and away from the hips. And then lift your arms overhead. Warrior one. Really good pose here for your hips. Working on your calf flexibility too, your ankles. So pushing into the outer edge of the back foot. Your arms are up, squeezing back, so we're opening up the chest. And as you exhale, going deeper into the pose. As you inhale, making your body bigger. One more breath here. All right, and then straighten that front leg, release your hands. Hinge at your hips, bringing your torso toward the ground, but keeping your back flat, just until you feel a stretch through your left hamstrings. This is pyramid. Really good for your hamstrings, really good for your knees and your back. Just make sure that you're not rounding your back or passively forward folding here. I want you to really focus on strength as you're doing this. If you can focus on strength, your flexibility is going to increase more quickly, and you're also going to notice more of this, the benefits of these workouts in your other routines and in your daily life. One more breath here. All right, then from here, you're going to stand up onto your left leg, lift your right knee up to hip level or as high as you can. Standing one leg balance. Look at a non-moving point at eye level. I'm standing on a rock, so this is really hard for me. But if you wobble like I am, that's okay. Wobbling's fine. It means your body's adjusting. It means you're getting stronger. Bring your arms up if you want a little bit more. One more breath. And then release. All right, one more of those little sequences and then a final pose to put that all together. Guys, stick with me. You're more than halfway done. Come into a wide position like this, facing the edge of your mat. You're going to turn your right foot to face the top of the mat. Press your back hip into your front hip, coming into a warrior two. Knee is over your ankle and your front foot. Pressing that back hip into your front hip. Bring your arms out in opposite directions. Right hand pressing forward, left hand pressing back. Breathe in and out of your nose. Now you can really work on this by squeezing your glutes. Bring your butt under your body. That's going to help your hips open up more. You're also going to build more strength. Now from here, you're going to flip your front hand, reach your right arm up and back into reverse warrior. So we're going to stretch the whole side of the body here and really reach that arm up. So actively reaching up and back, keeping your hips down, staying in this lunge. Your left hand can just kind of slide down the back leg. One more breath here. And now from here, coming into a side angle, right wrist inside your right knee, reach your left arm up. As you exhale, roll back your left shoulder so you're opening up into your spine, into your shoulders. Go deeper into the lunge. Make sure you're pushing into the back foot, keeping your thighs working, going deep into the lunge. One more breath. All right, and then straighten that leg. We're going to pivot and switch sides. So right foot turns in, left foot turns out to the top of the mat. Press your back hip into your front hip. Lead with your hips here. Your left knee is going to track over your middle toe. Squeeze your knee to the outside. Squeeze your glutes so your butt is under your torso. Arms come out in opposite directions once more. And use your breath to go deeper into this pose. Almost there, guys. Keep it up for a little longer. One more breath here. And then moving to side angle. Left wrist inside. Oop. And then moving to reverse warrior. Flip your left hand, reach it up and back. Keep your back leg straight. Allow your right hand to slide down your right shin. And again, with this left hand, really press up and back. Keep your knee bent. Keep your hips working. Make sure there's no pinching in the back. Stay strong through your hips. Stay strong through your core. Guys, if you can do this type of workout 3 times per week, just 10 minutes a day, you're really going to notice the benefits. So try to be consistent. And remember, this is really short. Stick with me. All right, then from here, side angle, left wrist inside the knee, right arm up, squeeze it back. Breathing in and out of your nose. Only 3 breaths here. Think about lifting your ribs up and away from your hips, pushing your head away from your body. Go a little bit deeper into the lunge. All right, and straighten your legs, come out of that. From here, we're gonna do one more pose, putting all this together. Deep squat. So you're gonna have your feet about shoulder width distant, turn your toes to face out, keep your chest up, keeping your heels down. Allow your knees to come forward, drive your knees out, bring your butt down toward your heels. If your heels come off the ground a little bit, that's okay. Just make sure that the weight is still in the hips. You're not shifting forward into the knees or rounding your back. Keep your butt up behind you. If you can't quite get that low yet, just stay up a little bit higher. Make sure the weight is in your hips, your knees, your ankles. Everything's working. Chest is up, arms out in front of you. 2 breaths here, just putting together all that ankle mobility, hip strength, hip mobility, core strength that we've been working on. Maybe going a little deeper with the exhale. And then go ahead and stand up. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that workout. If you liked that one, I have a whole power yoga workout series here for weight loss and building strength. You can check that out free here on the YouTube channel. Click over here to watch one of those videos now, episode 1 of that routine. And then subscribe and turn on notifications because we put out new workouts every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Be sure to like this video if you found it helpful. Leave a comment or some feedback. I'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. And again, big thank you to Rhone for sponsoring this video. Use the code MANFLOWYOGA at Rhone.com for 15% savings.